Okay, there's this real electric buzz,
Mhm.
a hum of anticipation around a legendary figure heading back into the ring.
There really is.
What is it about this comeback, Manny Pacquiao stepping back in, that's got everyone talking so much right now?
It's something special, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're diving deep into that highly anticipated fight between, well, the icon Manny Pacquiao and the current champ Mario Barrios.
Right.
That's set for July 19th.
Right.
And our mission here is really to pull out the key bits of knowledge, the insights from, well, a whole stack of sources. We've got boxing experts, analysts, some surprising behind-the-scenes stuff, even stats predictions.
Yeah, and by the time we're done, you'll walk away with a really solid grasp of the stakes, the different views on who might win, and maybe the deeper reasons for this generational clash. You're going to hear straight from people who know the sport inside out, fighters, coaches, even a Mayweather perspective is in there. So yeah, let's unpack the legend first.
Absolutely. When you talk Manny Pacquiao, I mean, you're talking one of the greatest ever, a future Hall of Famer, plain and simple.
His legacy is it's unprecedented. The only fighter to win world titles in 8 different weight divisions.
That is it.
It's almost hard to comprehend.
It really is.
His record, 62 wins, 8 losses, 2 draws, 39 KOs. As someone who follows this closely, what's the key to that kind of dominance moving through weights like that?
It's truly astonishing. It's got to be this unique mix of just raw talent, an absolutely relentless work ethic, and an incredible fat IQ.
Mm-hmm.
But what's really interesting here is how his character, this sort of integrity you don't always see, has shaped things. Stephen A. Smith pointed out, Pacquiao never ran from anybody. He completely respected the sport, an ultimate champion. That respect, it matters.
And that integrity, it clearly goes beyond boxing. Stephen A. Smith even calls him one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on the planet Earth.
Yeah.
And those stories, people in the Philippines literally lining up in the streets for money from him. His charity is immense, sometimes even hurting his own finances, apparently. They call him a special dude, boxing's gold standard in gloves and generosity. Does that kind of generosity ever, I don't know, crash with being a pro fighter?
Oh, it absolutely can.
Yeah.
It's admirable, no question, but it does make you wonder about juggling such a demanding career with those huge personal commitments.
Right.
And that ties right into the big question.
Right.
Why come back now? His last pro fight, that was lost to Ugas in 2021. His last win was against Keith Thurman way back in 2019.
Yeah, it's been a while since he's been properly active.
Exactly. So you hear people like Timothy Bradley, Jeff Mayweather Floyd's uncle, suggesting it has to be financial, calling it a money grab. But then Greg Hackett has a slightly different angle. He calls Pacquiao calculated, a straight-up businessman who wants to steal as much as he can steal. But he means that strategically, not, shading him.
So how do we square that? Is it just needing the cash? Or is it a smart business play? Like that line about making a final money fight before he ghostwrites your favorite boxer's retirement speech.
I think it's probably a bit of both.
Yeah.
Look, a fighter like Pacquiao commands huge money. And given his generosity, finances are definitely a factor, no doubt.
Sure.
But calling him calculated also points to his smarts outside the ring. He's always made savvy career moves. This could just be maximizing one last big payday, choosing an opponent he thinks he could beat, maybe go out on a high, less desperation, more shrewdness.
Okay, but a legend's return needs a real challenge. So Mario Barrios, he's not just some walkover.
No, definitely not. Barrios is the current WBC welterweight champ, got that title June 2024.
Okay.
She's got a solid record too, 29 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 18 knockouts. And the key thing, he's 30, right in his physical prime. This isn't just a young guy, he's a young champion.
And yeah, when they faced off, you could really see the size difference. Barrios looked noticeably bigger.
He did.
He's listed at 183 centimeters, 5'10". That gives him, 17 centimeters? Like 6.5 inches height advantage over Manny, who's 5'5.5".
Huge difference.
Plus a 4-inch reach advantage, 71 inches to Pacquiao's 67. How much does that physical stuff matter at this elite level, especially against a legend?
Oh, it matters a lot, especially when you throw Pacquiao's age into the mix.
Yeah.
Barrios isn't just taller, he's a naturally bigger welterweight.
Right.
And his style works with that. Sharp fundamentals, a really crisp jab, and he's got a good engine. Should last 12 rounds. Robert Garcia mentioned he's young, big, hungry, and has heart, even if people have questioned his skills or chin before. That jab and reach that could let him control the fight from the outside, keep Manny away, maybe wear him down late.
So his youth, his size, those are the big advantages. Which, yeah, brings us right to the elephant in the ring. Manny Pacquiao's age. 46. That's pretty much the consensus biggest disadvantage, right?
How big a deal is age for a top boxer? Yeah, it's massive. Father Time is undefeated in boxing, as they say. Tim C was pretty blunt. I can't see Manny winning. Age is a big factor.
Wow.
Robert Garcia basically said the same. I don't see how at 46 he could win. It's not just about speed. It's recovery, reaction time, the accumulated damage.
Yeah.
Even tiny fractions of a second count.
Yeah.
And Timothy Bradley put it starkly. Sometimes these old legends got to get beat up before they call it quits. It's harsh, but it's often the reality for greats who push too long. That competitive fire.
And this is where it gets really interesting. There's this whole other narrative bubbling up. Like, some say his engine might be running on nostalgia. Okay.
Right.
But then you hear from, like, Conor Benn's friends who are adamant he's looking amazing. He looks better now than before. Someone even joked about his abs having better attendance than most gym memberships. How do you make sense of those two completely opposite views? Is it just fan loyalty, or is something else going on?
It's a great point, and it really speaks to the mystique around these once-in-a-generation athletes.
Yeah.
Logic says decline is inevitable,
Yeah.
but Pacquiao has always kind of defied logic. Those reports about his shape. Maybe it doesn't mean he's better than he was at 30, but it suggests he's kept himself in incredible condition, almost unheard of for 46.
Mm-hmm.
Conor Benn's friend having that full-blown Manny devotion arc, say he's not going to lose. That comes from seeing Manny pull off the impossible for years.
Sure.
And even with the age, you've got Timothy Bradley warning that Manny's C game is better than a lot of guys' A game. Greg Hackett agreed. He's not just still fighting, he's still dangerous.
So if his C game is still that good, what does that actually mean for Barrios? Why is a guy clearly past his physical peak still such a threat?
It means he still has that incredible fight IQ, deceptive power for his size, and just decades of ingrained muscle memory for elite footwork and angles. Even if his hand speed is, say, 10–15% less, it's still faster than most guys out there. His experience lets him see things, anticipate, counter, exploit openings younger fighters miss. He knows how to manage a fight, even tired. It's that combo of knowledge and innate talent that keeps him dangerous, even as the physical tools fade a bit.
That makes sense. So this incredible clash, experience versus youth, age as the central drama. Let's get into the predictions, the strategies. What are the strong arguments for Pacquiao actually winning this, despite everything?
Well, Keith Thurman's interesting because he's fought both. He suggests a path for Manny. If Pacman's conditioning holds up, if he can use his instep, get inside effectively,
Yep.
he can hurt Mario Barrios.
Yeah.
Thurman thinks Barrios' defense is still suspect, that he's willing to get caught and not hard to find. Basically vulnerable to Manny's flurries if he gets close.
And Nonito Donaire, another vet, his advice is use your speed, use your feint, that in and out movement. He thinks if Pacquiao fights that way, it's 100% for him.
Right? Playing to his classic strengths.
Right. Chris Manx also likes Pacquiao's chances. Said he wasn't impressed with Barrios against Maidana, noted Barrios swells up fast, and predicted Pacquiao is going to hit him in the face. Manx even called Barrios the most beatable welterweight. What's the common theme here for a Pacquiao win?
It all comes back to Pacquiao's unique gifts.
Uh-huh.
Speed, angles, volume punching. They think Barrios, despite the size, has defensive holes Manny can exploit if he closes the distance.
Uh-huh.
And surprisingly, Jeff Mayweather backs Pacquiao too. Said, I don't think Barrios is going to win. I think Manny is going to win. Yes, convincingly.
Wow, convincing win.
Yeah.
Mayweather.
Yeah. Even OddsShark suggests Pacquiao's best shot is catching Barrios early with those signature flurries and left-hand counters.
They frame it as early KO or nothing at all if you're betting on the legend. It's all or nothing for Pac-Man, basically.
Okay, but the betting odds heavily favor Barrios. And Thurman, even seeing a path for Manny, ultimately picked Barrios if he stays long and can pepper Pacquiao with his jab, make him move, get tired. Why is that jab so critical? The jab is everything for Barrios here. It's about controlling distance, setting the pace. If he lands it consistently, he keeps Manny outside, breaks his rhythm, and just slowly chips away at that 46-year-old gas tank over 12 rounds.
Makes sense.
OddsShark reflects that.
Right.
Barrios is the 330 favorite, their pick. Barrios by decision, plus 220. They call it a potential respectful passing of the torch. Too big, too young, too sharp for Barrios to slip up. Use the jab, manage range, wear him down.
Greg Hackett sees Barrios winning potentially with a jab and jog strategy like Ugas used.
Exactly.
And Robert Garcia, while respectful, felt Pacquiao avoided tougher fights like Boutsenis, maybe suggesting Barrios was a safer but smarter option, possibly due to promotional ties.
How much of Barrios winning is his skill versus Manny's decline or opponent choice?
It's a mix. Barrios is legit good fundamentals, but yeah, the opponent choice feels deliberate. They probably wouldn't put Manny in with the devastating puncher at this stage.
Right. Barrios offers a technical challenge, disciplined, but maybe lacks that one-punch KO power some others have. That jab and jog is perfect for exploiting an older fighter's stamina and movement issues. It's about outboxing him, frustrating him, not necessarily knocking him out cold.
And you can't really talk Pacquiao without Floyd Mayweather chiming in, right? Floyd called Manny one of the best I faced, said he just don't stop coming. But he also gave some insight into his own tactics.
Yeah, that was fascinating. Floyd actually detailed his strategy. I keep my distance. Because he's real short. I keep turning him, keep turning him.
Ah, the movement.
Exactly. And then he dropped that classic Floyd line, short people can pack a punch. Kind of smart, a bit savage, but also showing respect. It shows how vital ring generalship and footwork are against Manny's pressure. Floyd knew about that short-range power and neutralized it with movement.
It's also interesting they share two common opponents. Gives us some direct comparisons, maybe.
It does, yeah.
Barrios beat Ugas in 2023. Ugas beat Pacquiao in 2021. Then Barrios lost to Thurman in 2022. Pacquiao beat Thurman back in 2019. What do those results tell us, if anything?
Well, they offer a really interesting comparison, but it's not simple ABC logic, you know?
Right, timing matters.
Exactly. Barrios beat Ugas more recently than Ugas beat an older post-layoff Pacquiao. And Pacquiao beat Thurman when Manny was closer to his peak, while Barrios lost to Thurman later. It shows how things change, how styles match up differently at different times. It adds layers, but doesn't give a clear answer. Just more intrigue for the chess match.
Definitely. And before we wrap, we should mention the undercard, too. It's not just about the main event.
Absolutely.
There's that big rematch, Sebastian Fundora versus Tim Hsiu for the WBC and WBO super welterweight titles.
Yeah.
Hsiu's coming off his first loss to Fundora. Adds a lot of drama to the night. It's a stacked card.
Yeah, really elevates the whole event. Great night of boxing planned.
So, after hearing all this, what does it all mean for you? Listening in, you've heard the arguments, the physical stuff, the tactics, the money talk, and just the sheer force of a legend trying to beat time.
Yeah.
This isn't just another fight. It feels like a story playing out right in front of us, a real test of will.
And maybe as we think about Manny Pacquiao, 46 years old, stepping back in there against the odds, against time itself, what does that really signify for you? Is it just about the win-loss column? Or is there something deeper, that almost mythic drive to get in the arena one more time, to test your limits, see what's possible, even if logic says maybe you shouldn't? What does it say about that human desire for one more shot, one more challenge, even when the odds are stacked against you?